Hello, this is Walking with Jesus Ministries International, and I'm Paul Walker. I would like to thank God for waking me up this morning, and thank you for watching. Um, yeah, so Biden pardoned 37 unborn children. Crazy, right? God says, "You shall not give any of your children to offer them to Molech, and so profane the name of your God. I am the Lord." That's from Leviticus 18:21. Um, Obviously, Biden did not pardon children. He wants to pardon criminals. He wants to kill the children, pardon the criminals who killed children, um, just so that all the kids are dead. Kind of sick. Let's watch what TV is saying about it.
And President Biden commuting the sentences of 37 federal death row inmates. I do want to take you out to this live image. This is showing the White House in D.C. as we get to more on that. President Biden announcing today that he is commuting the sentences of 37 of the 40 people on federal death row, converting their punishments to life imprisonment just weeks before President-elect Donald Trump is going to take office. The move spares the lives of people convicted in killings, including the slayings of police and military officers, people on federal land, and those involved in deadly bank robberies or drug deals, as well as the killings of guards or prisoners in federal facilities. It means just 3 of the federal inmates are still going to face execution.
So he's commuting the sentences. I'm sorry, he couldn't commute the sentences for the unborn children. I mean, it would still be a sentence probably to live with their mothers in general, not for everybody. But you just heard these these maniacs, these unhuman people who are on death row for a reason, and it's not easy to get somebody on death row. Like all of the attorneys and everything really have to prove that this person should not be on Earth anymore, and it's the government's job to take them off. Imagine how all of the people feel who had their loved ones killed. I heard 2 stories of this. Killing the parents in front of the children and then cutting the children up afterwards. Just absolutely sick. This is the worst of the worst. And yes, you know what? Some of the children, if they had lived instead of being aborted, they could turn out to be crazy, but they could turn out to be good. God gives us the opportunity to make those decisions ourselves. We are not robots that can't show love and hate. We are people with free will. All people in the world have free will. It's just is mostly expressed in America. But we all have free will to listen to God or to listen to the devil. So, after so much time, and I'm sure a lot of these death row inmates are infested with demons, but we can't have that. Like, they're on death row for a reason.
Those include the man who carried out the 2015 racist slayings of 9 black members of Mother Emanuel AME Church over in Charleston, South Carolina, the 2013 Boston Marathon bomber, and the man who fatally shot 11 congregants in Pittsburgh's Tree of Life Synagogue back in 2018.
So Biden is keeping those 3 people on death row because he screwed the Jewish vote. He screwed the Jewish vote by giving all of our tax dollar money to Palestine um, to fight the Jews. He screwed the black vote by completely destroying all of their towns. So he wants the person to win against them. And I don't know about the Boston Marathon. He just couldn't. I don't know, for whatever reason, it didn't do that. But Biden says that he stuck to his principles. His principle is about destroying America and letting those go free who join him in that, just like these people. Unless he needs their votes. He'll get more votes. Yeah.
Biden said in a statement, quote, "I have dedicated my career to reducing violent crime and ensuring a fair and effective justice system," quote,
fair and effective justice, except for him and Hunter and all these other. He pardoned 8,000 people in the 4 years that he's been doing this. Um, Obama pardoned a couple hundred. Trump less than 200 in his first 4 years. Like, these numbers are outstandingly crazy. He is sick, but he is, and the sad thing is, Biden didn't pardon any of these people. The clowns that are running the government now, pardon them. A bunch of psycho leftist, like, un-American people trying to destroy America. Oh, let's pardon these people. Let's commute the sentences for these people. Let's do everything that they can do to destroy America. It's not working anymore.
Today, I'm commuting the sentences of 37 of the 40 individuals on federal death row to life sentences without the possibility of parole. These commutations are consistent with the moratorium my administration has imposed on federal executions in cases other than terrorism and hate-motivated mass murder. The Biden administration
I'm sorry. If you are on death row, it is because you committed such a hateful crime. Whether it's the same race or gender or whatever, that doesn't matter. You had to show so much psychotic hate that you would even be considered, let alone sentenced to death row. This is not for normal bad people who accidentally kill someone, like even drunk driving in a car or accidentally playing with a gun, and which is why we don't need gun laws. We need gun training. And you accidentally shoot somebody, like, or you're out hunting or whatever. Like, these people have committed such sick, heinous crimes. I implore you to look at them, find out exactly what they are. Don't just take my word for it. But why can't he stop everybody from killing children? Unborn children are the most innocent. They haven't even planted their feet on the ground to commit a sin yet, and they want them all dead.
2021 announced a moratorium on federal capital punishment to study the protocols used, which suspended executions during Biden's term. But Biden actually had promised to go further on the issue in the past, pledging to end federal executions without the caveats for terrorism and hate-motivated mass killings. While running for president in 2020, Biden's campaign website said that he would, quote, work to pass legislation to eliminate the death penalty at the federal level and incentivize states to follow the federal government's example. Similar language did not appear on Biden's reelection.
So we should follow the federal example of what Biden has been pushing. So, in other words, steal money from the American taxpayer, and launder it through Ukraine, and do a whole bunch of cocaine and crack, and take out a bunch of hookers like Biden's kid did, Hunter, and a lot of those were sex trafficked kids, probably that came in through the U.S. through our porous border, our soon to be non-porous border, and shipped out to God knows where, and put these poor women's lives in hell. It's such a sad, sad ending to this nightmare of a presidency.
Website before he left the presidential race in July, handing things over to Vice President Kamala Harris. Trump, who does take office on January 20th, has spoken frequently of expanding executions. In a speech announcing his 2024 campaign, Trump called for those, quote, caught selling drugs to receive the death penalty for their heinous acts. He later promised to execute drug and human smugglers and even praised China's harsher treatment of drug peddlers. During his first term as president, Trump also advocated for the death penalty for drug dealers.
there's a story that Trump tells. He spoke to what is it, Xi Jinping, the president of China, or the leader of China. Um, Trump asked him, "How do you not have any drug issues over here? You have over a billion, almost a billion and a half people." And Xi Jinping said, if that's the leader of China, he said, "Yeah, we kill drug dealers. That'll stop it." Um, Trump also said that there was a study done. I don't know the truth of this, but Trump said something like there was a study done that the average drug dealer kills 500 people in the course of their dealing. I don't know how true that is. I'm sure there is a number. That's a lot, I think. But then again, I guess if you take for the average person selling something to a couple friends, and you combine that with all the top level guys who run run cities for selling it, I guess that all works out. But I don't know. Um, and as a current non-user, that's a terrible. Thanks.
Again, if you are just joining us here, we are learning that President Biden has announced that he is commuting the sentences of 37 of the 40 people on federal death row, converting their punishments to life imprisonment weeks before President-elect Donald Trump does take over. Well,
he's doing that just to put a monkey wrench in what Trump can do. So, thank you very much for watching. It is 2 days after Christmas, and I have a million things going on, but I wanted to make sure that you got to see a video from me today. And I thank you for watching very much. If you could click follow or subscribe or make a comment, that would be super. I read all the comments. I respond to them myself in person. God bless you for watching. I hope your new year is fantastic, and that God watches over you.